Good evening. The North Gauteng High Court has now granted President Cyril Ramaphosa an interdict temporarily halting the need for him to implement the remedial action determined by the Public Protector in her investigations into the donations to a CR17 campaign fund. Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane did not oppose today's application, which means the judge made the agreement between the parties an order of court. Mkhwebane said in her findings that there was a possibility that the way the money was paid to Ramaphosa's ANC leadership campaign account amounted to money laundering, but National Prosecuting Authority head Advocate Shamila Batohi has said Mkhwebane cannot order her to institute an investigation into that claim. Our reporter Sipho Stuurman was in court for us. Sipho, good evening to you. We've seen several bruising arguments in court recently. Today it seems to have gone very quickly.
Well, a very good evening to you, Stephen, and our viewers at home. Indeed, it was a quick court day for us in the North Gauteng High Court, and it's because, of course, the President applied for that urgent interdict to stay the remedial actions, and this time around, the Public Protector did not oppose the application to stay remedial actions. And the reason for that, the Public Protector says she is not backing down, but rather she wants this matter to be dealt with speedily. Now, the President's application is in two parts. Part one, of course, was today, where the President applied for the remedial actions to be suspended pending the judicial review. Now, the second part is the judicial review, and that second part, that's where the Public Protector will be opposing the President. And today, really, the judge did not even take 5 minutes. Both parties agreed that let's move on, let's go to the main show, and the main show being the judicial review of the Busisiwe report.
Right, so just explain this to me. The Public Protector says by not opposing today's interim application, she's not backing down. And yet, if I recall, she has opposed all the other interim applications. Is there a difference between this application and the others?
Indeed. Well, I mean, the Public Protector has also come under a lot of, criticism in the manner that she opposed the previous, interdict for remedial actions, and she has lost both of that, both in the Pravin Gordhan report that she released recently, Pravin Gordhan relating to SARS early pension payout of Ivan Pillay, also the other one relating to the so-called SARS rogue unit. In both of those matters, she opposed the interdict application, but she lost in court. But while she was making those court arguments, she said that the reason that she particularly opposed the Prime Minister Pravin Gordhan application was because she felt that the language that was used by Minister Gordhan was insulting to her, saying that Minister Gordhan seems to suggest that she's incompetent, and so she could not let such an application go unchallenged, because essentially then it would mean that she agrees with the minister that she is incompetent. So it was more of a personal, trying to protect her personal character and her integrity against Minister Gordhan. But in this case, she felt it was best to let it be dealt with speedily by the court in the case of the Busisiwe report.
Okay, so now in this action, it'll go to the main case, the review application. President Ramaphosa will argue that Advocate Mkhwebane's findings were wrong. Do we know when that case might be heard? And of course, in the middle of all of that are these emails about the donations to the CR17 campaign.
Well, the court still has to set a date for the main show, that is the full judicial review. What we do know is that the Public Protector has, up until, I think, Thursday, the 15th of August, to file court papers in response to the President's application. So during that time, then that's when she will be filing her record of investigation, this record that contains some confidential information that the President does not want to be released for public consumption. So the Public Protector has the deadline of the 15th of August to respond. So thereafter, then the High Court will then set a date for the judicial review. But it will be quite soon, we expect, because the judicial review application by the President was filed on an urgent basis. So we expect the court to announce the date pretty soon, Stephen.
Sipho Stuurman, thank you very much indeed. One of our SABC reporters in court for you earlier today.